The stock market will get a little bit more interesting this week as big cap companies are about to report earnings. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about the earnings that are coming up this week and the rest of the month, and also which companies I will be talking about in the coming days because of their earnings, plus what should we expect from the market this week. If you're new to my channel, welcome, but let's get started. Now, first of all, the markets are closed today because of Martin Luther King. But still, obviously, there are a lot of news lately. Now, we can see that the stock market in the past 5 days, the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, and the Nasdaq were actually down, both the Nasdaq and the S&P 500, but the Dow Jones was actually up 4%. So it is obviously really weird to talk about a crash, as we are not in a crash, because to be honest, the S&P 500, for example, is just down, let's see, it's just down about 2.79%, and that is not a crash for the market. I understand that growth stocks might be crashing and many other stocks might be crashing as well, but the stock market as a whole is not crashing yet. Now, last week we saw nice earnings from Delta and some banks. I posted a video talking about banks, even though I said that crash, as we can see that both JP Morgan and Citibank, which are the pink one and the purple one, went down 5.6% for JP Morgan and 1.4% for Citibank, while Wells Fargo went up actually 4.9% in the week. But we can see here the huge drop that these two banks had and the huge uptrend that Wells Fargo had. And you can go and watch that video if you would like to know what actually happened, but in my opinion it was actually very nice to see Wells Fargo doing nice, even though I don't invest in it right now. I used to, and it is a stock that have always interested me. Now, in here, we can see the stock or companies that are going to report earnings this week. On Tuesday, tomorrow, we're going to see more financial companies such as Goldman Sachs, Charles Schwab, PNC, BNY Mellon, and more in the morning. In the afternoon, we're going to see Progress, Interactive Brokers, which is a platform that I use as a Venezuelan to invest in the stock market, even though I also use Robinhood and Fidelity and M1 Finance. But also we're gonna see Pinnacle. Now on Wednesday, we're gonna see more banks, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, and more. But we're also gonna see United Health Group, P&G, US Bancorp, Citizens, United Airlines at the afternoon, Discover, and more. I'm obviously interested in United Airlines, even though I don't invest in banks or airlines. Both told us a lot of good things from the economy and how the economy is actually doing, just like also FedEx, for example. But then on Thursday, we're gonna have American Airlines in the morning and also Regions in the morning. But in the afternoon, we're gonna have Netflix, the first big cap company from the FANG group of stocks, reporting earnings on Thursday afternoon. Is going to be Netflix. And last but not least, on Friday, we have Ally Bank, which I know that many of the people in the Discord group chat, which is completely free, the link down below in the description, are really interested in this bank. Now, I'm obviously interested in Netflix, even though I don't invest in it. It is the beginning of the FANG group earnings stock, and obviously it's good to see how they are doing. Now, for the rest of the month and beginning of February, this is a calendar that is updated, as the one that I showed you guys last week did not have this much companies. So this is a week that I was just talking about, but next week we're gonna see on Monday Logitech, which is a very interesting company. I have used their products before, but I've never analyzed the company, to be honest. Then on Tuesday is Microsoft here, which I invested in, and I'm very interested to know how they are doing. I'm not adding to this position, as in my opinion it's a little bit expensive at the moment, but I do invest in it. Now, we also have here Lockheed Martin, which I know that some YouTubers invest in it, American Express, 3M, General Electric, Johnson & Johnson. Now, then on Wednesday we have Tesla. They did not confirm last week, so they finally confirmed that they will report earnings on Wednesday, which is obviously going to be very interesting because we already know that they beat analyst expectations in deliveries by far. I posted a video about that, and that is very, very interesting. But I really want to know how they have been doing and what are their plans for this year, with all of the two factories in Texas and and Berlin. Then we're gonna have Intel and Boeing, AT&T, Abbott Laboratories, Levi's, and more. But on Thursday, we're gonna have another big cap company, the biggest company in the US, Apple, which obviously I'm very interested in it as I invest in this company. Robinhood, I don't, but I use their platform and I want to know how they are doing because I know that the industry they're in is very, very competitive. And I remember when they went public, but we're also going to see McDonald's, Visa, and MasterCard. Now on Friday, next Friday, we're going to see Caterpillar and Chevron. I don't see anything interesting here. Now on the first week of February, on Monday, I don't see anything that got my attention here, but on Tuesday, February 1st, we're going to see Alphabet or Google reporting earnings and UPS as well. And Wednesday, we're going to see Meta Platforms or Facebook, which I believe is not the last company, almost the last company to report earnings from the FAN group, which I believe Amazon is missing as they have not confirmed yet when they are going to report earnings. But we're going to see Facebook on Wednesday and Waste Management, which is a very interesting company. Now on Thursday, February 3rd, we're going to see Ford, Nokia, Unity, and more. But on Friday, there is nothing that I think it is interesting for me. Now, the next week, nothing on Monday for me. On Tuesday, we have Pfizer and BP. On Wednesday, we have Uber, CVS, Disney, and more, which I invest in Disney. I have been adding to my position with this current crash or downturn, as we can see that the stock has actually been down in the past weeks. It is actually down 12% in the past month, and in the past 6 months, and in the past year, it's actually down 11%. But since its peak, it's currently down 22.94%. I'm still up in my position as my average price is about $138 per share, but I have been adding, and I added here when it went to $146. Now, we also have Uber, which I don't invest in it, but I invest in Lyft, and they have not confirmed when they are going to report earnings. And Thursday, we're going to see Twitter and Coca-Cola and PepsiCo. Twitter is a company that I told you guys that I will start tracking as I believe that their ad strategy is very interesting and could have a lot of potential in the long term. And the last week, we're gonna only have, in my opinion, Upstart, Marathon Oil, DoorDash, and Walmart and Fiverr for me. Now, I did create a calendar, a monthly calendar with the stocks that are going to be reporting earnings in the coming weeks that I'm investing in, which is here. We're going to see Microsoft on Tuesday, next week, Apple, MasterCard, and Visa, Meta Platforms, and Disney. Now, Square is going, or Block is going to report earnings on February 25th, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to check right now, but it's not here in the calendar. So I will be posting videos on Tuesday about Microsoft, on Thursday about Apple, and on Friday I'm going to talk about MasterCard and Visa. Then next on February 2nd about Facebook, and February 9th about Disney. Take into consideration that I also invest in other companies, as you guys know. I also invest in these other companies, which the ones that are in yellow are the ones that have not confirmed yet when are they going to report earnings, which are Amazon, Carnival, Lyft, Lemonade, Shift Technologies, Teladoc, Tattoo Chef, Wish, Fubo, TrueLive, and Adobe. I'm not investing in Adobe at all yet. I invested like $10 just to track the stock. As I told you guys, that this is a company that interested me a lot as well as Intuit, but I just added $10 to Adobe because I believe the stock is getting to a good price. It's not there yet, but it is getting at a good price as it is down 13% in the past 5-6 months, but it's actually down 24% since its peak. And obviously, it is starting to look a little bit more attractive for me. I'm not investing yet, only invested $10 to track the stock. So I don't have a position in it. Now, Amazon should confirm their earnings date this week at least, but all of these other stocks most likely report earnings at the end of February and March, as they always do. They always do it a little bit late. Now, this week will be a short-term trading week, as today's the market is closed. A lot of companies reporting earnings, and an abundance of housing data that is going to be reported this week as well. Now, remember that Q4 earnings are very important in my opinion, because companies will not only tell us how they did last year, but also what they expect for this year 2022, which will help us make our own conclusions on what to expect for the rest of the week in comparison to what the Fed is expecting, companies are expecting, banks are expecting, and more. Now, Let me know in the comment section below if you have any other companies that would like me to analyze their earnings. Thank you and see you next time.